Alright guys, Tony here, and I've been away for about a week and I've actually been working on some stuff in the background, and we were going to do a product launch last week, but I put it back so that we could do this one as nicely as possible. Now we have a tool within TubeKit that's called Vid Optimizer, and one of the benefits of Vid Optimizer is that it's almost like a little checklist that you can use, but also has an editor that you can actually start typing in, and it will turn colors to green as you're typing the colors in. So you can basically put in the keywords that should be included in your YouTube descriptions. Now, there's a lot of changes happened in 2021 as far as YouTube SEO is concerned. So an update to that tool was needed. It's kind of overdue, and it gave me an opportunity as well that I could really dig in and find out what's actually working today and look at what other people are talking about what's working for them as well. So I'm talking about people like Brian Dean and Neil Patel and Ahrefs, and there's a whole bunch of different YouTube channels out there that are teaching YouTube SEO who are getting phenomenal success, and they're really worth listening to. So what I'm doing is a series of videos about that, and then I'm going to reveal the tool to you, because that tool is a fantastic tool that we are building out right now. It's got all of those best tips included as the ranking factors and some extra marketing tips, etc., so that we can score your optimization, or you can score your optimization using the algorithm that I've basically input into the tool along with my business partner and developer who's coding the software, so that we can give ourselves the best chance to rank as well for keywords that we want to target. Okay, so the thing about YouTube SEO today is it's not terribly different from what it was previously, but there's just some new things that we need to take into consideration that has become more and more important. Now, the number one ranking factor for YouTube is the watch time. Okay, beyond anything else, it's all about the watch time. So that tells you no matter what kind of tips and tricks and all the different kind of optimization stuff that I can teach you that I've learned myself from these top SEO experts, they will only be good for you as long as your content will meet the relevancy as far as meeting the search intent from when people have searched to when they get to your content, and also that your content is good enough to be able to maintain that audience retention so that you can increase the watch time on YouTube. Okay, so one of the tools I came across was a recommendation from a guy called Brian Dean, who I'm sure many of you are aware of. And what you can do is you can put in the title into this headline analyzer, and you can see here YouTube SEO tool with curated tips from top SEO experts, and I put it into the analysis tool in here for the headline analyzer, and you can see I've got 40%. Okay, if I just come back to this page here, anything over 33% is supposed to be good. Okay, so I'm just going to change this around slightly, and you can see YouTube SEO tool with curated tips from SEO experts. I'm going to put this slightly different. I'm going to just change it slightly with tips curated from SEO experts, just so you can see this in action, because I kind of thought about this change as I pressed the button the last time. And you can see we've got 40%. So anything over anything over 25% is good. Now the good news is we have actually built this. I'm tapping into this particular tool into our software. Okay, so you will see there is a title score analyzer, and we're using this exact tool. This is a tool that is basically all about using emotional titles. Okay, you have to put some emotion in the title, and it basically analyzes with the emotions of the emotional marketing value of the headline that you're using. So that's kind of interesting, and it's a tool that we have included in the Vid Optimizer. Now we're going to be releasing the Vid Optimizer on its own. Okay, it's still part of TubeKit, and people can upgrade possibly later into TubeKit for the full version after that launch. But what we're going to do is we're going to release the front end version, and then the OTO1 version we will add some extra features, and then the OTO2 version we will add some extra features, but all of it will be Vid Optimizer until we get to the OTO3 and OTO4. Now the OTO4 for us is always backlink alpha. Okay, so there'll be some big news coming about that tool as well. We're going to be working on that over the next couple of weeks as well in the background, so that we can do some stuff with the Maverick PBN networks that we were building. And what we will do then is we're going to be able to build up that tool and build up some of these existing tools. And I'm using these little mini product launches so that we can actually put the time in and expect to get some return on investment by doing these launches, so that I can get some fresh audience coming in as well as make some money while we're doing it. Because a lot of these tools, when you're selling them one-time fee or one-time cost, they become expensive. They're no longer profitable to maintain, etc. So the only way that we can maintain them is by doing these mini launches, and that basically puts them back into profitability as long as I can get as many people in as possible from those launches. Now, when we do the launches, I don't do them like other people. I don't really go actively hunting for affiliates the same way that other people do. And I watched somebody do a very, very big launch last week, and they had done, I think it was 1,200 sales. Now, we had done a launch 3 weeks ago for the Google Sites poster. There was just me and one top affiliate, and we've gone nearly 700 sales on that funnel with just me and that one top affiliate. And what happens is, once you start to get into the top sellers within platforms like Warrior Plus, etc., then some other affiliates come on board so that you bulk up those sales. So for all the razzmatazz from those big affiliate launches, we're probably about 2 very, very good affiliates away from doing those kind of levels and those kind of volumes. So we're going to keep pressing on with them with that in mind, so that we can take it further, so that we can bring that fresh audience, which means that we can do tools like these in these mini launches at the one-time cost, so that everybody can benefit. And when we are bringing them into one-time the one-time cost in those mini launches, we can make them as good as we possibly can. And I've been spending days and days and days on this vid optimizer tool. In fact, we haven't even got to the part where we're assigning the ranking factor value for the things that I've been finding. I've spent literally about 4 or 5 days listening to videos, and I've probably listened. I will actually put the playlist on that thank you page when we do the product launch, and you will see how many videos. And if you go through the videos, you will see where a lot of these ideas come through, because I'm not only listening to them when I'm doing my bicycle in the morning. I'd do like an hour and a half every morning on the bicycle, but when I come back, then I sit there as well, and I will go through them again at 2x speed, and I'm taking notes as fast as I can. And then I've got to try and sort it all out. So I'm probably on my 3rd Google sheet like this, where I'm going through and I'm basically marking down where they belong to, whether it's a research ranking tip, or it's an on-page optimization, or it's a strategy one which I need to break down that into two or three different groups later, or YouTube promotion. So there's some really powerful stuff in there as well that will be shown as well. So I just wanted to kind of let you know what we've been doing, and you know why I haven't been around for the past week or so. But there's a lot going on. Haven't disappeared. Far from it. We're working on something really significant for video SEO. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channels. I've got one called Affiliate Marketing How To. Most people are probably aware of that by now. It doesn't have that many subscribers. I will put in there any kind of videos that is about strategy and stuff. And as far as like the tools, and as far as like the tutorials, I will put them into my main channel, so that I can kind of separate them, because I want to take the affiliate marketing one a little bit in a different direction from what we got on that main channel. So if you don't have the link for that, I'll put the link underneath this video, so you can go and subscribe over there. It's actually worth doing, because we're going to be covering some stuff as we go through these product launches as well, where I will be covering some affiliate strategies, and I'll be showing you some things and some tips about doing product creation as well. That is, you know, pure gold that people would be charging you a lot of money to learn. So what you want to do is go over there, make sure that you can subscribe to that particular channel, and you can watch out for what's happening later on as well.